afternoon and welcome back to Girded with Truth. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm Antonia Armstrong and we'll be continuing the series on a sacrificial offering. So yesterday we spoke about how God conceals some things and the time of revelation is appointed because God gives us just enough for us to move on His word, but by faith we reveal the details through our relationship with God and our obedience to Him. Genesis chapter 22 verses 4 to 8 says, "Then on the third day Abraham lifted up his eyes and saw the place afar off. And Abraham said unto his young men, Abide ye here with the ass, and I and the lad will go yonder and worship, and come again to you. And Abraham took the wood of the burnt offering and laid it upon Isaac his son, and he took the fire in his hand and a knife, and they went both of them together. And Isaac spake unto Abraham his father, and said, My father. And he said, Here am I, my son. And he said, Behold the fire and the wood, but where is the lamb for a burnt offering? And Abraham said, My son, God will provide himself a lamb for a burnt offering. So they went, both of them together. So yesterday we spoke about how Abraham left and the Lord told him to go to Moriah, and the Lord told him He will also tell him exactly where He would make the offering. Yesterday we talked about concealed yet appointed. So today the word is appointed to be revealed. So today we'll be speaking about revealed and related. So here Abraham is going to make an offering, a sacrificial offering. He's going to sacrifice his only son. And God has asked this thing of him. God has given him this instruction. And he said, God, I will withhold nothing from thee. And he went forth to sacrifice his promised seed. And when he looked up on the third day, he saw the place that the Lord had told him about. Sometimes we go to places or we look for things, and if someone asks us what are we looking for or where are we going, we say, don't worry, we'll know it when we see it. So here's Abraham. He saw it and he knew that was the place God had for him to make his offering. And this aspect of revealed and related, as soon as God revealed the place to him, he had to go further with only one person, the person that was related to him. So Abraham brought these young men with him. But when he was ready to make the sacrifice, he could not have carried them with him. He could only go further with those that were related to him. And there was only one person related to him, and that was Isaac. So here, God reveals the thing that was concealed, but the revealed thing is related to Abraham. A lot of times we are waiting for God to bring a revelation of something that is so far from us. But God brings it down to what we can understand. God brings it down to show us that our life is not far from us. That the principles He wants us to live by is not so far-fetched, that it's so holy and up there and we can't obtain and attain this thing. But He shows us in our practical and day-to-day life. He reveals to us, but He also brings it in a way that we can relate to it. It's that aspect of revelation and relation. So here, Isaac and Abraham is going further and further. And now Isaac is asking Abraham, Where's the offering? How hard it must have been for Abraham to look at his son and say, "Don't worry, God will provide himself a lamb." And those words would echo through time to later bring forth the crucifixion of Jesus Christ, because Jesus Christ came forth out of God the Father. So God the Father was looking for someone to partner with him upon the earth that would be willing to sacrifice his only son. And here is Abraham about to sacrifice his only son. And he tells his son that God would provide. So I'm saying to you today, God may be asking for a sacrificial offering, but what he's really looking for is a commitment in your heart. A relentless commitment that would say, "I will serve you. I will trust you. I would give you my everything, withholding nothing." Many of us will be in a position today where God is asking for your all. And what do you have to do? You have to give him your all. You might feel like there's nothing left, but if God is requiring something of you, it means you still have more. There is more inside of each and every one of us, and a lot of times we don't recognize it. But God brings it out of us. So do not be discouraged today, but rather be encouraged to give a sacrificial offering. Continue to be like David and offer to God only that which costs you something. Today I'm encouraging you to give a sacrificial offering. Whatever it is you have to do, God will reveal it to you and it will be directly related to you. So hearken unto the words of God, because he's requiring more of us in order to carry us into our destiny. What will you do? Thank you so much for listening. Have a wonderful afternoon. Bye.